Lesson 1: The Towering Fountain Phenomenon.
Shoot their spray over 200 feet high, visitors come from all over the world.
A fountain that tall becomes an instant global attraction.
Spectacle draws tourists and boosts local businesses.
The engineering behind such water jets is fascinating.
Powerful pumps and precise nozzles create the dramatic arc.
High-pressure systems require careful safety protocols.
Safety includes buffer zones and clear signage for visitors.
Wind conditions can alter the spray and cause hazards.
Real-time sensors can pause the display in strong winds.
Lighting and music often accompany such fountain shows.
Synchronized systems combine water, light, and sound.
These shows become trending events on social media.
Viral clips can bring millions of viewers and potential visitors.
Economic benefits can follow increased tourist footfall.
Hotels, restaurants, and shops often see notable growth.
Large crowds raise questions about crowd management.
Authorities must plan transport, sanitation, and policing.
Environmental impact also demands careful consideration.
Water recycling and energy efficiency are essential measures.
Saltwater spray can corrode nearby structures over time.
Protective materials and maintenance schedules prevent damage.
Cultural significance can influence fountain design choices.
Designers often include local motifs and historical references.
Iconic fountains can become symbols of civic pride.
Cities leverage such landmarks in branding and tourism campaigns.
Yet controversy may arise over public spending on spectacles.
Critics may argue funds should prioritize schools or healthcare.
Supporters claim long-term economic returns justify the cost.
Transparent cost-benefit studies can inform public debate.
Community input should shape decisions about such projects.
Public consultations reveal preferences and potential concerns.
Accessibility for all visitors must be a design priority.
Ramps, clear pathways, and seating accommodate diverse needs.
Night shows extend visiting hours and spread visitor loads.
Evening displays can reduce daytime congestion and heat exposure.
Noise levels must be managed to respect local residents.
Sound designs can balance spectacle with neighborhood comfort.
Technological glitches can interrupt carefully timed performances.
Redundant control systems and skilled operators reduce risk.
Marketing such attractions risks creating unrealistic expectations.
Honest previews and clear information help manage visitor hopes.
The social media hype can invite influencers and sponsors.
Sponsorship can fund upkeep but must remain transparent.
Long-term maintenance costs often surprise municipal budgets.
Sustainable funding plans are essential for continued operation.
Educational programs can add value for visiting students.
Guided tours and exhibits explain engineering and ecology.
Photographers and filmmakers often seek dramatic shots.
Designated vantage points preserve safety and sightlines.
Festivals and special events can center around fountain shows.
Special programming can celebrate cultural holidays and themes.
Water quality must be monitored to protect public health.
Filtration and treatment systems maintain safe conditions.
Extreme weather events pose operational challenges.
Contingency plans should address floods and storms.
Local wildlife interactions may affect the surrounding habitat.
Measures can prevent harm to birds and aquatic species.
Lighting choices impact nocturnal animals and insects.
Eco-friendly lighting reduces ecological disruption.
Some citizens may view such projects as vanity investments.
Clear communication about benefits and costs builds trust.
Architectural harmony with the skyline must be considered.
Careful design integrates the fountain into the urban fabric.
Historical preservation rules can limit design options.
Working with heritage bodies ensures respectful development.
Crowdsourced funding has emerged for community-led projects.
Public-private partnerships also fund ambitious installations.
Regulatory approvals often require environmental impact assessments.
These assessments clarify risks and mitigation strategies.
Event scheduling can stagger attendance and reduce peak loads.
Time ticketing and reservations help manage visitor flow.
Local vendors can showcase regional crafts and cuisine near the site.
Vendor zones support entrepreneurship and enrich visitor experiences.
Visitor education about respectful behavior is important.
Clear codes of conduct maintain safety and decorum.
Insurance requirements reflect the scale of public risk.
Adequate insurance protects municipalities and contractors.
Media coverage can shape public perception of the attraction.
Balanced reporting highlights benefits and legitimate concerns.
Controversial debates often surface around priorities and taste.
Constructive debate leads to better informed public choices.
Innovative materials can reduce energy consumption for pumps.
Variable frequency drives and efficient motors lower power use.
Solar or renewable energy sources may partially power installations.
Integrating renewables demonstrates environmental commitment.
Visitors often seek memorable experiences, not just sights.
Interactive features and storytelling deepen engagement.
Cultural performances near the fountain can enrich the program.
Live arts add community value and diversify audiences.
Local schools may use the site for learning projects.
Student involvement fosters stewardship and pride in place.
Long queues can deter some potential visitors.
Fast-track options and express viewing areas improve access.
Clear emergency evacuation plans are mandatory for large crowds.
Regular drills and staff training ensure readiness.
A fountain can spark civic debate about identity and progress.
Open forums and transparent planning help reconcile differences.
Do you think such grand installations are worth the investment?
When they marry sustainability, community benefit, and fiscal prudence, they can be transformative.
Lesson 2: Wheels and Words.
You might have to ride a bicycle or ride on a skateboard.
Which option do you find more appealing for urban travel?
A bicycle offers speed and stability for longer commutes.
A skateboard provides compactness and a fun, dynamic feel.
Do you consider safety the foremost concern when choosing?
Safety must always guide our choice and preparations.
Will protective gear reduce risk significantly?
Helmets, wrist guards, and knee pads will provide important protection.
Do you prefer an electric or a manual bicycle?
An electric bicycle can ease hills and extend range.
Does motor assistance change legal requirements in some areas?
Many cities regulate electric bicycles with distinct rules.
Should learners practice balance before riding in traffic?
Balance drills in quiet spaces will build confidence and control.
Will a skateboard require different balance techniques?
Skateboards demand precise foot placement and subtle weight shifts.
Do you think urban infrastructure supports non-car transport adequately?
Infrastructure often lags behind increasing demand for microtransport.
Could advocacy improve lanes and safe parking for bicycles?
Civic engagement can accelerate the creation of protected lanes.
Do you worry about theft when leaving a bicycle parked?
Robust locks and secure parking reduce the chance of theft.
Are foldable bicycles a good compromise for mixed travel?
Foldables combine mobility with convenience for public transport.
Do skateboards fit easily on trains and buses?
Many commuters carry compact skateboards without difficulty.
Will regular maintenance extend the life of wheels and bearings?
Routine checks of tires, brakes, and bearings will prevent failures.
Should riders learn basic repair skills for emergencies?
Simple skills such as fixing a flat can save time and money.
Do you recommend formal lessons for new cyclists?
Lessons from certified instructors can instill safe habits early.
Are group rides beneficial for social learning?
Group rides offer mentorship, support, and shared routes.
Could intense debate arise about helmet mandates for adults?
Helmet mandates trigger debates on personal freedom and public health.
How might public policy balance safety and autonomy?
Policies should rely on evidence and respect for individual choice.
Do you find helmet design affects willingness to wear one?
Stylish, comfortable helmets increase adoption among riders.
Should cities invest in visible signage for mixed-use paths?
Clear signage reduces conflicts between pedestrians and riders.
Will night riding require additional reflective gear and lights?
Lights, reflectors, and high-visibility clothing are essential after dark.
Do you think skateboarders face stigma on shared sidewalks?
Tension can arise when public spaces are allocated unevenly.
Would designated skate areas reduce conflicts and accidents?
Dedicated skate areas can provide safe practice spaces and community hubs.
Do you anticipate insurance differences between bicycles and skateboards?
Insurance policies may vary and should be reviewed carefully.
Should parents discuss road rules with young riders before permitting travel?
Clear instruction on rules and expectations will protect young riders.
Will bike lanes always guarantee safety?
Protected lanes reduce risk but require proper maintenance and design.
Do you believe technology such as sensors can improve rider safety?
Sensors and smart helmets show promise but are not substitutes for caution.
Should riders adopt defensive riding techniques in traffic?
Defensive riding anticipates hazards and reduces collision likelihood.
Will weather conditions change the choice between bicycle and skateboard?
Rain, ice, and strong winds affect traction and handling for both.
Do you recommend practicing emergency stops and dismounts?
Practicing controlled stops and safe dismounts is essential for confidence.
Are electric skateboards subject to the same controversies as e-bikes?
Electric skateboards raise similar questions about speed, regulation, and safety.
Could community programs teach inclusive skills for diverse learners?
Inclusive programs can adapt instruction for all ages and abilities.
Do you think helmet laws for children are universally supported?
Many agree on child helmet laws, though disputes persist about enforcement.
Will mapping apps that show bike-friendly routes assist learners?
Route apps can reveal quieter streets and safer options for practice.
Should riders plan routes that minimize complex intersections?
Avoiding busy intersections lowers exposure to risky maneuvers.
Do you advise practicing maneuvering in parking lots first?
Empty lots can serve as controlled environments for skill development.
Will community bike sharing programs expand access?
Bike shares lower barriers and introduce more people to cycling.
Should skateboard education include etiquette for shared spaces?
Etiquette lessons encourage respectful interaction with pedestrians.
Do you worry about the environmental impact of electric models?
Electric models have environmental footprints that merit consideration.
Can riders offset impact through sustainable choices?
Choosing long-lasting equipment and responsible charging helps reduce impact.
Do you plan to film urban riding demonstrations for learners?
Demonstrations must emphasize safety, clear narration, and pauses for vocabulary.
Will you include step-by-step language cues linked to actions?
Linking vocabulary to movements aids comprehension and retention.
Should controversies about public space allocation be discussed calmly?
Constructive dialogue yields better solutions than heated arguments.
Do you intend to interview local officials about regulations?
Interviews can clarify rules and show the policy-making process.
Will you present both statistical evidence and personal stories?
Combining data and narrative strengthens persuasive communication.
Could trending debates about micromobility affect viewership?
Controversial topics can increase interest but require balanced treatment.
Will you moderate comments to maintain respectful discourse?
Moderation prevents harassment and encourages thoughtful exchange.
Should writers register their electric devices where required?
Compliance with registration rules avoids fines and legal issues.
Will you create downloadable safety checklists for subscribers?
Checklists provide practical support and encourage preparedness.
Do you think urban design should prioritize active transport more?
Prioritizing active transport yields health, economic, and environmental benefits.
Will you highlight success stories from cities that invested in lanes?
Case studies demonstrate measurable improvements and inspire change.
Should competitive skateboarding be introduced as an educational tool?
Structured competition can teach discipline, creativity, and skill progression.
Do you plan to compare brands and models dispassionately?
Objective comparisons will help viewers make informed purchases.
Will you stress respectful road sharing with motorists?
Mutual respect reduces danger and fosters cooperation on the road.
Do you intend to encourage mentorship between experienced and new riders?
Mentorship accelerates learning and builds local riding communities.
Will you emphasize helmet fit and proper strap adjustment?
Proper fit and secure strapping maximize helmet effectiveness.
Do you foresee legal challenges when accidents occur on shared paths?
Legal outcomes vary and depend on circumstances and local laws.
Should writers document incidents promptly and accurately?
Accurate documentation assists with insurance and legal processes.
Will you teach quick vocabulary for describing incidents and injuries?
Practical phrases enable clear communication in emergencies and reports.
Do you plan to host live Q&A sessions after demonstrations?
Live Q&A allows immediate clarification and focused language practice.
Will you encourage viewers to form local riding safety groups?
Local groups amplify advocacy and improve collective safety.
Do you believe that cultural attitudes towards cycling vary widely?
Attitudes vary and shape infrastructure, etiquette, and acceptance.
Should commuters consider multimodal combinations for flexible travel?
Combining walking, transit, and wheels offers efficient, adaptable journeys.
Will you close with a call to ride responsibly and learn continuously?
Continuous learning and responsible practice keep communities safer and happier.
I will demonstrate safe techniques, present balanced views, and advocate for informed, respectful choices.
Lesson 3: Cozy preparations and shared spaces.
Enough for everyone?
Perfect. Let us also set up some cozy spaces.
How do you define a cozy corner?
Soft lighting and comfortable seating create calm.
Should we include blankets and cushions?
Blankets and cushions make the area inviting and warm.
Will a low table encourage shared snacks and games?
A low table promotes intimacy and easy interaction.
Do you prefer candles or warm lamps for ambience?
Warm lamps are safer and provide steady illumination.
Should we arrange seating in a circle for conversation?
A circle encourages eye contact and shared dialogue.
Will soft background music enhance the mood?
Gentle music can support relaxation and focus.
Should playlists feature varied genres and tempos?
Varied playlists satisfy diverse tastes within a group.
Will you create a quiet zone for reading and reflection?
A quiet zone respects those who seek solitude and calm.
Do you think dividing space balances social and private needs?
Thoughtful division supports both community and individual rest.
Should the snack station be separate from the seating area?
Separation reduces clutter and preserves clean seating.
Will clear labeling of snacks help those with allergies?
Labels protect health and show consideration for others.
Should we provide reusable dishes to cut waste?
Reusable dishes align with sustainability and cleanliness.
Will ambient scents influence comfort and appetite?
Mild, natural scents can enhance comfort without overwhelming.
Should we avoid strong fragrances for sensitivity reasons?
Avoiding strong scents respects those with sensitivities and asthma.
Do you propose themed evenings to increase excitement?
Themes spark imagination and give structure to interactions.
Could controversial themes risk alienating some guests?
Controversial themes require careful framing and consent.
Should any debate topics be presented with balanced context?
Balanced context fosters constructive dialogue rather than conflict.
Will ground rules for discussion reduce escalation?
Rules about listening and respect maintain a safe space.
Should we invite everyone to propose topics in advance?
Advanced proposals allow preparation and equitable voice.
Will food choices reflect cultural diversity?
Diverse food honors different backgrounds and broadens tastes.
Should guests be encouraged to explain their dishes briefly?
Explanations provide cultural insight and vocabulary practice.
Will interactive activities promote language learning?
Activities with role play and storytelling boost practical skills.
Should we include short language prompts at each station?
Prompts will guide learners and stimulate conversation naturally.
Will gentle competitions increase engagement and hype?
Friendly contests can motivate but must remain inclusive.
Should prizes emphasize learning rather than material gain?
Learning-based prizes reward progress and long-term value.
Will decor reflect comfort and simple elegance?
Simple elegance creates calm and avoids sensory overload.
Should seating heights accommodate all ages and abilities?
Accessibility ensures that every guest feels welcome and supported.
Will soft rugs and non-slip mats improve safety?
Safety measures reduce accidents and increase confidence.
Should lighting be adjustable for varied activities?
Adjustable lighting suits reading, games, and casual chat.
Will we include a small station for charging devices discreetly?
A discrete charging station meets practical needs without distraction.
Should we design a photo corner for memories and promotion?
A tasteful photo corner can document events and attract viewers.
Will consent be required before photographing guests?
Consent is essential to protect privacy and trust.
Should we set limits on live streaming or recording?
Limits respect privacy and maintain a comfortable atmosphere.
Will house rules be posted clearly and politely?
Clear rules reduce misunderstandings and foster respect.
Should we plan a welcoming script for new arrivals?
A short script helps hosts greet guests warmly and efficiently.
Will introductions include simple language prompts?
Prompts help learners practice introductions and small talk.
Should we offer name tags with phonetic cues?
Phonetic name tags ease pronunciation and build confidence.
Will we prepare a gentle icebreaker to start conversations?
Icebreakers reduce awkwardness and create immediate rapport.
Should we avoid polarizing political or religious topics initially?
Avoiding polarizing topics at first preserves harmony and comfort.
Will we provide optional discussion cards for deeper debate?
Optional cards allow willing participants to engage thoughtfully.
Should conflicts be mediated by a neutral facilitator?
A neutral facilitator can guide respectful resolution and clarity.
Will we train facilitators in active listening and paraphrasing?
Training ensures fair handling of differing viewpoints.
Should we encourage reflective turns rather than interruptions?
Turn-taking values each voice and models polite discourse.
Will we set a time limit for heated subjects?
Time limits prevent exhaustion and allow balanced exploration.
Should we include a relaxation corner for sensory breaks?
Quiet corners provide necessary pauses for overwhelmed guests.
Will we provide simple guides for mindful breathing?
Breathing guides can calm emotions and refocus attention.
Should we circulate a feedback form after events?
Feedback helps refine future gatherings and respects participant voice.
Will feedback be anonymous to encourage honesty?
Anonymous feedback invites candid suggestions and safety.
Should we celebrate small acts of kindness observed during the event?
Recognition encourages a culture of care and mutual respect.
Will we plan a short closing ritual to end on a positive note?
A closing ritual creates closure and shared memory for attendees.
Should the ritual include brief reflections and appreciations?
Reflections consolidate learning and strengthen community bonds.
Will we share a concise summary of key language phrases used?
A summary aids retention and supports continued practice at home.
Should resources be provided for further study after the gathering?
Resources enable learners to continue growth and exploration.
Will we invite suggestions for future cozy themes and topics?
Invitations for input ensure the space remains responsive and inclusive.
Should we ensure that every guest leaves feeling heard and valued?
Ensuring dignity and value for all guests must be our priority.
I will finalize the layout, prepare the rules, and coordinate comfort and safety.